In this video, we'll provide a sample mock test for you to practice at home, and there will also be sample answers that you can view to help you improve. So the two videos will be separate, but it'll be easy to find both of them. Do you like rainy days? Why? Yeah, as long as it's only occasionally, a rainy day can be wonderful. You can relax inside without feeling guilty or lazy. It allows you to recharge, and there's a cozy mood created by the sounds of rainfall. Does it rain much in your city? My city has hot and humid summers. For around 2 months, typically July and August, rain is fairly common. The rest of the year is quite dry. Would you like to live in a dry or wet place? While I do enjoy rain every once in a while, I would definitely rather live in a dry place. Frequent sunshine is good for your mood and health as it allows for an active lifestyle. Would you change your plan if it rained? Yeah, if my plan involved being outside in the rain, I would probably change it. For instance, last weekend I was going to go hiking, but there was a strong chance of rain. We decided to stay home, and it turned out to be a good choice. It rained for like 5 hours non-stop. I'm going to talk about playing the piano, which is something that I would like to learn in the future. I've never played before, so I would be a true beginner. It's a complicated instrument, so for at least a few months, and likely longer, I would like to take private lessons. I think this would be the easiest way to learn. Once I have the basics down, perhaps I can teach myself or watch YouTube tutorials, but first, a proper teacher would be essential. I've wanted to learn the piano for at least a decade now, and there are several reasons why. First, I learned to play the guitar many years ago, and I've found it an incredibly rewarding hobby. I'm not particularly good at it, but that's not the purpose. I enjoy playing music only for the sake of playing music. It's relaxing and challenging and enjoyable when you actually get it right. So many of my favorite songs can be played on the piano, so learning it would open up a whole new world of musical expression. Beyond the pure enjoyment and the challenge, the piano is such an expressive instrument. You can cover all genres of music: pop, jazz, rock, blues, and classical. There would always be more to learn. I imagine it would be quite difficult to learn. When I look at a piano now, all I see are black and white keys. I can't see any further organizational pattern. So at first, I expect I'd need to learn how the instrument is set up, and I would need to review some of the musical theory I studied many years ago. Beyond this, it would also be hard physiologically in terms of the movement and rhythm of my hands. From learning guitar, I appreciate how easy the professional makes it look to slide their fingers around the keys or strings, but beyond that ease are always hundreds of hours of practice, mostly failing before it starts to stick. Being aware of these challenges and having experienced similar challenges learning guitar might make it easier to learn piano. At the very least, I'm generally familiar with the challenges that lay ahead. What's the most popular thing to learn nowadays? Of course, it will depend on age, location, and interests of the learner, but one trend I notice is towards learning about technology-related subjects. For instance, learning programming languages, software development, or data analytics have gained immense popularity because people recognize that there's a growing demand for these skills in the job market. There are lucrative career opportunities and the potential for innovation and advancement in the digital age. At what age should children start making their own decisions, and why? As children grow older and develop critical thinking and decision-making skills, it becomes important to gradually give them more autonomy in decision-making. It should start small, for instance choosing what's for dinner or how to spend a Saturday afternoon. For significant decisions with long-term consequences, such as educational choices or career path, guidance is needed. Striking a balance between fostering independence and providing support is crucial to ensure children make informed decisions that set them on the right path in life. Which influences young people more when choosing a course? Income or interest? Some individuals prioritize income potential, considering the financial prospects associated with a particular course or career. They may prioritize fields known for higher salaries or job security. On the other hand, there are those who place a higher emphasis on their personal interest and passion for a subject. They prioritize pursuing a course that aligns with their talents, passions, and long-term career satisfaction. Ultimately, the balance between income and interest depends on individual priorities and values. Do young people take their parents' advice when choosing a major? Some do. In particular, if they highly value their parents' input or are seeking to make their parents proud, young people would be inclined to take their parents' advice. Young people might also want to carry on a family legacy by joining the same business or industry, and thus they'd be likely to follow their parents' advice. Other teenagers or 20-somethings might prioritize their own interests and autonomy when making decisions, or they might be actively rebelling against their parents' wishes. Besides parents, who else would people take advice from? In short, people should take advice from anyone they trust. Friends and peers can offer good advice because they often have relatable and relevant experiences and perspectives. Teachers, advisors, coaches, and mentors can also give good advice, as they often have expertise in a certain area. While not the same age, they might have been in the same position when they were younger, which allows them to share a special type of insight. Why do some people prefer to study alone? I can think of several reasons. First, studying alone allows people to focus and concentrate without distractions. They can control their environment to suit their learning style. Another reason would be convenience. Studying in a group requires making plans and agreeing on a time and location. This can take time, and sometimes it's impossible to agree. On the other hand, if someone studies alone, they get to pick exactly when and where. By cutting out the negotiation, they can save time and energy for learning rather than wasting it on scheduling and logistics.